Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before we start our discussion, let's start off by introducing ourselves. My name is Normina binti Muhammad Taufik and my metric number is 200211.
Hi, my name is Imanu Adlina binti Muhammad Ramzus. My metric number is 200533.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Jamilah binti Abu Bakar and my metric number is 201990.
Hi, my name is Maisara binti Amin. My metric number 201996.
Hi, my name is Nur Shafika binti Razali and my metric number is 204210.
Okay, so we're all aware that zero waste is a worldwide campaign carried out to answer the call of United Nations Sustainable Development Goals of creating a more sustainable environment for the future. However, I believe that it is difficult to practice zero waste in Malaysia. The first reason being, no actual law has been enforced on this effort of zero waste. For instance, no specific law is given to city halls to open recycling facilities and programs, but they only focus on removing solid waste, and that is not the point of zero waste. I believe that practicing a zero waste lifestyle would be hard without enforcement due to the fact that small efforts like individual efforts would seem to be in vain. We should take Singapore as an example on how laws are made on big manufacturing companies to recycle their waste. Along the same lines, example like in South Korea on how disposing waste according to their categories is an issue that's taken very seriously to allow recycling to happen.
Um, I agree with Munira because in my opinions, uh, Malaysian people has been very ignorant and it seems like it's hardly to change their habits. To practice zero lifestyle in Malaysia, it requires a lot of commitment. Knowing Malaysian style, like to keep collection in their house, this will be a big challenges to change the way of life. How about this?
I strongly agree uh, with Kak Jamila opinion because it's difficult to educate people to practicing zero waste in their life because to educate people and to change their mindset, it take highly cost, such as to do a campaign of zero waste or campaign or some to do a campaign to promote a zero waste lifestyle.
Okay, so as far as what I understand from your point, it is clear that um, the public is actually lack of knowledge and self-awareness. In that case, it is difficult to practice zero waste lifestyle. So, in order to overcome that situation, I uh, strongly believe that we can actually provide awareness to the public as if we advertise or promoting the zero waste lifestyle in throughout all digital media. And it is important to also ensure that the information reach to all of the people in Malaysia. Uh, and it is believed that with the knowledge gained soon, people will get the will have a clear vision about the importance of practicing a zero waste lifestyle. As in, we can also spread the news of global crisis and relate it with human behavior, which currently happening right now is the extinction of turtle. We can relate it with human pure poor behavior, which is they dump straws and plastic containers into the sea. So with the knowledge that actually human behavior that affect the world, I believe that it is actually easy to practice a zero waste lifestyle if the public actually understand and have the knowledge of it.
I agree with Iman's point, but I have my own point, which is people can buy in bulk. Buy in bulk means buying only what we need to limit the amount of food waste they produce, and I think it will save our money. And at the same time, it also avoid us to wasting on food and other stuff. This is because, do you guys know, almost half of daily waste in Malaysia is made of food waste, and Malaysians are producing about 15,000 tons of food waste every day. So there are one project have been made, which is the Hive project. This project is encourage their customer to bring their own reusable container and bag for any purchase. So this is the so for me, I think this is the easy way to, that we as a user to practicing the zero waste in Malaysia.
I like how interesting your point is. However, I think that we have to look back at the behavior of society. I still believe that the mindset of the society to be aware of the importance of zero waste, like bringing their own containers, is still very poor. This is because I think that people would rather act on things that would give them direct benefit. For example, if they are given incentives, which brings me to my second point, which is the lack of financial support to aid zero waste practice, meaning that the government does not uh, inject too much financial support to make zero waste easy to practice. What do you guys think?
I also agree with Munira's statement because zero waste alternative, when we want to make a when we want go to the zero waste alternative, take a lot it take cost a lot of money because when we want to replace the product that we have already used, it can cost a lot of money to be invest to make a new product.
So what you're trying to say is that a lot of money would be used in order for someone to replace what they are already using. For example, to transition into using a more sustainable, uh, to use more sustainable products would cost a lot more. Is that right?
Yes. Yes, that's what I mean.
I agree with my Sarah's point about financial factors because looking at our social problems in Malaysia, social establishment in Malaysia, we are still far from balance. Our mindset is too preoccupied in making a living, and we don't have time to worry about zero waste. um, if you look into the group of people in Malaysia, majoritarily in B40, they might not be stable to start with zero waste practice because in financially factors, they might have a problem to contribute financially. Don't you think so?
Sorry, Kak Jam, I have to disagree with that point. As a person that practice a zero waste lifestyle, it is actually a lifestyle that helped me to save money a lot. Because every time I go to buy groceries, I may needed 5 to 6 plastic bags to use to bring the groceries. So now, as the government costs 20 cents for each plastics, it may cost me around 120 cents for every time I went to the market. So instead of that, I believe by using an eco-friendly bag, bringing it to the market helped me to save money a lot. Even though it's just 1 ringgit and 20 cents, but it costs much. Moving on to my next point, I believe that government also play an important role to declare law and policy in order to encourage Malaysian citizens to practice a zero waste lifestyle. This is because from what happening in my neighborhood area, um, which is in Selangor. Selangor has a policy that requires people to separate their garbage. So in order to uh, enhance that enforcement, there are separate garbage truck that will come by in my neighborhood area that will take different kind of garbage. For example, garbage truck who are responsible to take food waste will come every Monday and Friday, while the other truck that will take dried leaf, branches, or any tree waste will come to my neighborhood area on Wednesday. So until now, we are separating our garbage properly. We separate food waste from the kitchen, cat litter, and also dry leaf differently in different plastic bags.
I agree with Iman's point. Uh, I want to add something to Iman's point, which is our government provide us policies and strategies in zero waste. Such as policies and strategies promote us recycling activities by creating waste recycling job and hence to contribute to circular economic growth. So this is opportunity for us to practicing zero waste in Malaysia.
I would have to disagree with both of your points because for me, I'm also living in Selangor, but my neighborhood does not practice the separating the separating of our garbage, like what Iman has stated. So I feel as if enforcements are made, but it's not strong enough to ensure that everyone is practicing zero waste lifestyle. And for the point on plastic bags in shopping malls, I feel that the majority of people would just um, would just opt to pay for the plastic bags that cost for 20 cents. Like for example, I may not plan on going shopping, which is why I did not bring my eco bag, which is why I would just like simply just pay for the 20-cent plastic bags because it does not cost as much.
Munira, I agree a certain point of your statement, but anyhow, I have a feeling plastic is no more a problems to us because government has using a lot of their funds to innovate a plastic, and now we have a biodegradable plastics whereby this one could be a good replacement rather than plastics.
So everybody want to add something.
No, there is nothing else we'd like to add.
So to end this discussion, I would like to conclude that we all agree that practicing zero waste lifestyle in Malaysia is difficult because first is even though to practice zero waste is low cost, but everyone not able to practice it. And secondly is it's hard to educate people behavior, especially for those who has bad habit in their self. And lastly is even enforcement are made but not certain in all countries.
That's all from us. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Miss.